Hey guys, welcome back to Weekenders on the Water. Today we're on vacation here in Mexico, but today I want to talk about springtime trailer maintenance. So if you want to know about what you should do to maintain your trailer for your PWC or jet ski, then you're in the right place. Make sure you stick around, check it out, hit that subscribe button, and let's go. All right, guys, as I mentioned, we are on vacation here in Mexico. And if you want to know about this trip or this private cenote, this private underwater cave spring, then check the description down below back to our main channel, Professional Weekenders, where we cover all of our vacation and touristy types of things. So that channel is a ton of fun and completely different than what we cover on this channel. So if you want to go check that out, we really appreciate it. Anyways, getting to the topic at hand, we want to talk about the 8 things that I do to check my trailer to make sure that it is ready for springtime and ready for that first ride of the season. Number 1, first thing on the list is I check the trailer jack. I want to make sure that it is greased, that it's free of rust, that it operates properly, that you can lift it up and down, the wheel moves freely. I actually have a video in the description down below where you can check out where I do my jack stand maintenance. Talk about my favorite jack stand, the Fulton XLT. I think that's a great jack stand, and over 3 years, not a speck of rust. Hasn't failed me yet. I'll put an affiliates link in the description down below, or if you want to pick up that same trailer jack, it is a wonderful jack and I highly recommend it, but you definitely want to make sure that you maintain it at least once a year. Talking about grease, make sure that you grease your trailer wheel bearings. Outside of flat tires, wheel bearing failure is the #1 issue that's going to keep you off the road. Trailer wheel bearings do require some maintenance, and at least once a year, you want to make sure that you replace that grease. You want to get rid of all the old grease, all the old dust, dirt, grime, and everything that is in there, and replace it with brand new fresh grease, so that way you can keep those trailer wheel bearings cool. So that way they keep functioning for as long as possible. Super easy to do. Have a link in the video description down below where I've done that on my own trailer. It's an older video, but still holds up, so check it out. Keeping along with wheels and tires, so check your tires, make sure it doesn't have any excessive wear, make sure there's no puncture holes, that it's not losing air, and make sure that it is properly inflated to the correct PSI. My trailer tires actually get inflated to 90 PSI, which is relatively high. It's more than your average truck or car tire. I've seen that most trailer wheels require somewhere between 60 to 90 PSI. For their pressure ratings. If you're not sure how much pressure to put in your tires, check the side of the tire. It'll be written on there. Mine does say 90 PSI. Next up, number 4 on the list is to check your electrical wiring. Make sure that all your lights work properly. These trailers go in and out of salt water that has a tendency to corrode the copper in the lights. The lights do tend to fail relatively quickly. So make sure that you check your lights, make sure that people can see you at night, that your turn signals work properly. So you want to either hook that up to the truck and test all your lights, or hook it up to a spare battery and probe each wire. Make sure that they're all working properly, so that way people can see you and you don't get pulled over for not having functioning taillights. Number 5 on the list is check your trailer bunks. Make sure that the bunks are in good working order, that they're not sagging, not cracked, or not broke. Make sure that the bunk carpet doesn't have any holes in it, and that you're not going to scrape or scratch the underside of your jet ski when you load it onto the trailer. I actually have a video in the description down below where I replaced my bunk carpeting. If you want to go check that out, and it's super easy to do, and I definitely recommend it. Number 6 on the list is check your trailer coupling. Make sure that it is free of any major rust, that the locking mechanism actually works, that your safety chains are in good working order, that they're not cracked or broken or missing. Make sure that you have a pin, a safety pin for your trailer coupling lock, to make sure that it stays in place. Put it on the ball hitch, make sure it doesn't come off easily. It shouldn't come off when the lock is in place. Should not be able to remove it. So make sure all that is working as expected. Number 6 on the list is check underneath the trailer anything that's not aluminum or stainless steel. Most of these trailers do have painted steel suspension components. So make sure that all of that is free of rust, that it's been painted and coated. If you do find any rust, you can apply Rust-Oleum's rust-proof paint that actually has a chemical reaction to it that converts that rust into something else. I'm not sure what, I'm not a scientist, but it will prevent it from getting any worse. So I'll put a link in the description down below where you can pick up some of that. Definitely recommend that you use some of that. Also too, you can coat the entire thing in some sort of fluid film or WD-40 specialist type of film. Some other people use like grease or maybe oil. Those probably aren't environmentally friendly options, but definitely want to make sure that you have something to coat at least the steel components of your suspension system, so that way they don't get rusty when you're going in and out of the salt water. And last on the list here is check your winch. Make sure that it is free, again, of any serious rust. Make sure that your strap doesn't have any rips or tears in it, and that it actually does lock and ratchet as expected. Along with that, make sure that the straps that you use to strap your ski down to the trailer are also free of rust and that they work as expected. Definitely don't want your ski coming flying off when you're on the freeway. It's a great way to lose your ski. Those are the things that I do each spring to make sure that my trailer is in great shape and roadworthy. Let me know in the comments below if there's anything I missed, anything that you do for your trailer. I'd love to hear about it. And with that being said, we are out of here and we'll see you next weekend. All right, this is getting a little ridiculous. This is like the third time I've had to do this whole video because I can't see myself. Buenos dias. Okay. I witnessed that most is private underwater. Next up, actually have a video in the link to, what do they call that?